how can you engage a supplier, for example, who's got a great relationship with the business person or the business leader. Business leader likes the status quo because it's working for them right now. How do you tackle that sort of situation?
Yeah, it's a unique question, but a good one. I think suppliers are just a critical function that we have within the program space, and I think sometimes we forget that those relationships as program owners, those relationships are really integral for the success of your program. So you need to lean into those as a program owner to say, like, what is going to make sure that this works for them, and how do I leverage that to produce the change. Now, fortunately, the industry is grown leaps and bounds, so it's very hard for us to find a supplier that hasn't participated or isn't currently participating in a VMS or MSP-led program. So we've got some kind of advantage there. And they're going to have their typical favorites too. So it's good for you to bring, if you're thinking about considering where you're going on a new, say VMS or a new MSP or whatever it might be, it is important to lean into them and say, what have you seen work well within these programs you operate in? And what have you seen not work well? And how can we, as an organization, thinking about considering change, how can we leverage your industry knowledge, your expertise, what you're seeing in boots on the ground type environment to ensure that we're building for that, and then also leverage that into your play upwards to your leadership to harness and suggest the movement to something new.
Yeah, I love that answer, particularly because it reminds me of like all of the research that I did while I was at Deloitte. The most effective programs and change management initiatives always involved the people who were affected by the change to some extent in the design. And I think you nailed it when you were talking about, what do you see, how do things work, what can we improve? We're not like offboarding the change management to the suppliers, but they're important business partners to the business units, and they make a big difference. I'm thinking about when I was at a conference, and it was last year, one of the suppliers came up to me. I didn't know who she was, and she said, "Oh, you're with FlexTrack. You know what? Our customer, I won't say who it is, our customer just went to FlexTrack, and we love the fact that we get paid, 3 weeks to a month earlier than we had before, and there's no manual intervention." So finding the what's in it for them when it comes to, certainly business units, but also even their partners, I think is a really key point.